YouTube land.
Yeah, hello Sunday afternoon. We just thought we'd just throw one out here. We haven't done one for a while. It's going to be a short live today. Hopefully some of you guys see us there.
Because we're barely alive.
Yeah, it's been a really weird Sunday. No one's on here yet, but not even you, huh?
Yeah.
Did we get a notice?
Yes.
We did. Okay, well then people should start coming. Well, I mean, maybe.
If they still remember who we are.
Yeah, it's been a while. Well, there's two now.
There's me
And Stephen O'Laughlin.
Hey, Steve.
How you doing? You're doing great.
Somebody's back
Time to
life.
play. Yeah. So this morning, Cage and I get up, and Cage immediately starts just throwing up everywhere. I mean,
Everywhere.
for what, over an hour, he was throwing up all in the living room, all over everything. And it was like super bummer, man. He wasn't throwing up food or anything. It was just like white foam, huh?
Yeah.
But of course, last week was his birthday, and today is actually the dog that we had before, Mackie. Today's his birthday, so I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with it. But anyway, poor Cage, he just was not doing it. And of course, I'm trying to eat my breakfast during the course of him hurling everywhere. So I finally get done eating, and he finally gets done throwing up, and I had to go and I shampooed the carpet. It looks great now.
Feels nice on my day.
Anyway, this is our final week. This is our last week here, and I'll tell you what, right now, it's 114 degrees outside, and when you get out there, it seems like 214 degrees.
But it sprinkled today
Yeah, this
for
morning.
like 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to do that last night. But anyway, this is kind of an update to let you guys know what's going on with us. We're going to be leaving here a week from today. We're going to be leaving around noontime, and we're going to start heading back up to Arkansas, and eventually our goal for this little trip is going to be to get to North Carolina to our son's house and spend a little time there. We're going to go see our daughter on the way. We're going to go see Kevin Loving.
One of our daughters.
Yeah, one of our daughters. We're going to go see Kevin Loving. We're going to go buy the property. We're going to go buy our storage and get our bikes and stuff like that. Hang on. There we go. That was Wanderlust. Anyway, so that's kind of the plans right now. We just need to get through this next week of dying of heat exhaustion and everything else. It's been tougher this time. This gate is so close. I mean, it's only about 3 or 4 feet from the actual road, and every time a truck goes by, it just sprays us with dust and rocks, and if these guys aren't, being cool, it's pretty rough, man. So anyway,
We got 3 on here.
yeah, now we're down to 2. We're not very popular today.
Oh, well, we've been gone for a while. So.
Yeah. But the plan was to, actually we didn't have any plans of doing this, but we decided to go ahead and do it. Now the Cage is feeling better. It's exciting. So I don't know if you guys have any questions for us or anything, but that's what we're doing. We're just gonna struggle through this next week. I am gonna start cleaning the outside of the motorhome. We have 100 gallons, extra gallons.
And we got our windshield in. If you
Yeah,
haven't watched
windshield's
our videos.
done. I think we got the motor fixed. I won't know until we drive out. I haven't road tested it. There's possibly 3 or 4 more things it could be, but everything that I've done so far is proven to be replacing bad parts. So the parts were bad, and it just seems like it gets running better and better. And there's Makio. Hi, Makio.
Hi, Mikhail.
And now it feels it should be good. The last thing that we replaced, we know was definitely bad. And I tried to get another part. I got a little tiny banjo bolt with a check ball in it for $100, $115. So So I decided I'm going to wait on buying any more parts because what it is for the fuel return line. So I don't think that's going to have any effect on the running.
Hi, David W. from Minnesota. I bet it's cooler there than it is here.
Yeah, and then with all the shootings, the one over here in El Paso, and of course, what's funny is it's time to take our guns away because there's a couple of crazies in this country. Instead of just letting everybody carry a gun, and that way when someone starts shooting, everybody starts shooting back and ends the problem. Now we have to deal with being disarmed. So I always try to keep politics off this channel, but I'm getting to the point where I'm about to become a storming crazy man, start telling people what I think. But I'm going to hold off for now. Anyway,
I thought we were trying to build our subscribers.
Yeah, I actually put something on Facebook last night about 4 o'clock in the morning. About 2 minutes later, I took it off because it was a home run. And, with these days of the
1995 high.
people monitoring your channel, and, if you say something that somebody in a media thing doesn't like, then you're off the air. So, well, at least you got something quiet. You sure not making noise.
He wants to know if we're going to Sugar Beets this year.
Who does?
Speedy 1995. And hi, Don Litton.
No, actually,
Yes.
we're not.
Long time no chat to, Don.
We got offered a really, really good job.
Smash the like button, Mikio
Yeah,
says.
and it's
Thanks, Mikio.
it's really, really good money. I'm not sure whether we're going to like it or not. I know we'll like the money.
We're gonna make a video and tell you guys.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know when we've slobbery dog toys. Ugh.
Puke face.
Puke face too. All this, he gets done throwing up, and he, of course, naturally wants to be a kissy bug.
Uh-huh.
It's like, dude, give it a day or so. Hey, it's not like he'll go in and brush his teeth and everything. So anyway, yeah, I kind of want to keep it under my hat until we get close to it. I don't know that much about it. But I do know that it's possibly going to be a really good paycheck. So
It's the only reason we said okay to it.
yeah, we love doing
beets
sugar
for
beets.
us is usually pretty lucrative.
Yeah, but I've been having some problems with the guy there, and so it was just like balancing. And the thing about it is, we've always gone to Sugar Beets. We haven't ever not gone to Sugar Beets because we've always loved going there and being
Love
with the
the
people and all the things. And I just like, it's kind of like I always say, there's a little danger. There's all kinds of things involved with it. But I think this year we're going to sit it out.
Doesn't for him.
Yeah, doesn't mean we won't be going back. It's possible we'll go back. But if this other thing works out, I mean, that one little job a year will be more than enough to pay our way. So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at having 8 months off a year.
We hope to meet a lot of you guys on the road. I know that a lot of you are disappointed because we're not going to be there this year, and we are too for that aspect. But our paths might cross somewhere else. I mean,
We're going to be at
traveling.
Quartzsite.
Yeah, we will be in Quartzsite if you guys make it out there.
We're going to Quartzsite. We'll be easily found in Quartzsite. That's not a problem. We'll be in the tent. We'll be working the tent. We have our campground lazy days where we always go every year.
And I'll be putting information about that again this year.
But RTR now is talking about moving. I did a video about it. I mean, for me, the thing is we got out of California because we were sick of it.
Now, let me catch up. Hi, Rhonda. She says hello. Hi, Molly from North Illinois. And Kevin says, greetings all. Bill, please reconsider storming Area 51.
Yeah. Yeah. Kevin and I talked about that the other night. They don't know how to keep people from coming over the border, but they know how to keep people out of Area 51. They use bullets, So you talk about a mass murder
Mikio
situation.
says.
What?
Mikio's sick of California too.
Yeah, California, to draw people in there, and where they're talking about doing gas will be probably close to $5 a gallon. Food's expensive. Everything is expensive in California, and they'll be hassling people. There's just no doubt about it. unless they go out there to Slab City, which that's not what they're considering, but it's just,
Well, it's definitely made for some videos in the YouTube community.
yeah, we'll be missing it if it's in California. We'll just be in,
Well,
we have
we'll
to go
do
to
the courtside
California.
thing. We won't do the RTR thing.
Yeah. We have to go to California for some training for this new job, and we'll be there a few days. But after that, we'll be out of California. We shouldn't have to go back. So we're just,
Hey,
and I love California, prettiest
Speedy,
place.
where in California do you live? He says he's hoping to relocate out of California when he does beats. Remind me if we ever knew.
I don't
Or at
know.
least the general vicinity. You don't have to tell us point blank.
See, we lived in the high desert for 28 years, Victorville, Hesperia area. And it was scary when we first moved there because it was like no people, there was nothing up there.
It was good.
And man, every year that went by, we were hoping it would go back to the way it was, because once we learned how to live in the high desert, because we had our own businesses, we just didn't tie ourselves to the local population that much, except for in the motorcycle business. But I still had a lot of guys coming from Pomona, Orange County, that area, coming up to have their bikes worked on. So
Solano, but boondocking in El Dorado for now.
El Dorado. Anyway,
California is Area 51. Aliens everywhere, Kevin
Yeah.
says.
well, that's what's happened.
Bye.
All right, you're gonna have to entertain the troops. I'm sorry. Why don't you
Anywho.
sit over there while and then when I come back.
Keeps dropping everything. It's bright outside, could you tell? You open that door, just... Well, okay, KG. You gonna come say hi? Yeah. There he is, puke face. And he's got bad breath from his day of hurling. It's just disgusting. I think it got on his fur around his mouth too. I should wash his face. That's what I should do. You tink. You're stinky. But I'm glad you feel better. It was scary. I don't like my babies to be sick. You know how that is, huh, Makio? Anybody with a pet? Why no notice, Charlie? Because it was a very impromptu thing, and he said, you want to do a live? And I was like, I'm supposed to be like on my way to bed real soon because of the schedule. He's, I work the 12-hour shift and then he works the 12-hour shift. So I'm fried from the day, and I said yes, and so he jumped on here really quick before I could change my mind. That's why. Truth be told.
Why didn't you sit over there?
Because I don't like sitting in that chair.
All right.
It's sweaty.
Well, I'm back.
Leather. Anyway, how goes the gate guarding? Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, we're ready to go. I wish we were leaving today. It just like right now it's 114.5 degrees.
Hey, Minivan Mike, hi. Happy you're here. Happy you're all here. You guys
What's
are
amazing is it really cools down nice to like 92 degrees at night. So needless to say, the air conditioning's constantly going. We have a fan blowing the air conditioning around. It's still hot in here. It's 90 degrees right up here in this front area because the sun is just baking on the windshield.
Kevin says we've been cranking out the videos lately. Not the last couple days though. We did pretty
This
good
week,
last week.
yeah, last week we did, but this week we just haven't felt like it. It's just,
If you haven't watched any, they're out there. And subscribe.
yeah, we're
Makio says she might be losing another senior tomorrow.
uh-oh.
So sad. Such a hard thing. We
thought we were gonna lose a junior this morning, man. He was so
Mike,
sick.
we can't do outdoor activities because we're outdoor working.
Yeah, all we do is
Yeah.
go outside, open a gate, log guys in and out. And the worst
Or
part
indoor
about it,
activities,
the
sorry.
worst part about it this year, what's always made this job great has been the people.
I don't know
It-
about great.
Well,
Better,
she
tolerable.
hates it. Absolutely
Thank
hates
you.
it here. Anyway, but she used to love the people,
Yeah.
People used to be really nice,
Right.
and the people down here, I don't know what's going on, but they're grouchy, man. They just got a bad attitude. So
They
I've gotten to
hate
the
life.
point, I don't talk to them. I just log them in, log them out,
Right.
and I don't even, there's a couple of guys I've been talking to that are pretty nice, but for the most part, most of them are just dicks. I mean, really, that's the only way to describe them. They got big attitudes, or they're young punks with big attitudes is what most of them are.
Makio says, how bad is it to repaint my rig before I replace the door seals?
Well, usually if you're gonna,
You peel off the door seals, right, to paint.
well, if you're gonna replace the door seals, you usually take them off, and then you paint, and then you put the new ones on. But you can paint with them on there. If you get paint on them, it's not gonna hurt nothing. If you put new ones on there, then you gotta make sure you don't get paint on them.
So it's probably better that she paint it before.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna, yeah.
So,
Charlie wants to know where we're going. We're gonna go visit our son in North Carolina ultimately, on the way through Arkansas to see our daughter first, our one daughter.
we're gonna go get our bicycles. We're gonna take all of our gear for
Did you
sugar
know all our
beets out.
stuff's in Arkansas now?
Yeah, which is great. It's the best
Yeah,
place
we have
out.
to go back to
So we're gonna
California
take
to get it.
everything out that has to do with sugar beets, and then we're gonna put our bicycles in. We're gonna get ready like we're going to courtside, and then we're
Because
gonna.
as soon as we get done visiting our daughter and then our son, we're gonna head back to California.
And Kevin, don't forget Kevin. We're gonna go
brother.
visit Kevin and Julie. Then we're gonna go see
Oh,
our
that
daughter.
Kevin, yes.
What do you think I was talking about? Your brother?
That, yeah, but we're gonna do that afterwards.
Yeah. So we're gonna go see Kevin Loving and Julie, and then we're gonna go see our daughter in Little Rock, and then we're gonna go to North Carolina. We haven't been that far east. Well, we have in Florida, but in that area. So we're gonna go see our oldest daughter, and then from there we're gonna turn around. We're gonna drive all the way to California. So, but we'll have about a week to do it.
David W says it's 83 in Minnesota. I'm jealous.
Yeah. But the thing is that the humidity has been not real bad here, so it's.
Traveling down the banisters. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I don't think I've seen you in here before. We're glad you're here.
Yeah, if you're new, please subscribe.
And
Give us a
traveling
like.
down
Ah.
You guys traveling down the banisters are in Florida. Are you guys working there? Oh. Oh, you haven't found new seals yet, Mikio? Yeah. Sorry, am I in your way? Oh. By all means, Mikio, get on that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, have them paint it. Worst thing that could happen is they'll get paint on them and you're going to replace them anyway, so no big deal. That's awesome. Let's see. Hi, Teresa. Happy you're in here. Haven't seen you in a long time. Kevin, yeah, don't forget, Kevin. I have projects lined up for you and Bill. All right, we're up to it, Kevin. Oh, they don't have heat stroke. Are you work camping? Yeah, we are work camping. Well, we're guarding gate down in Texas, traveling down the banisters. We're on the oil fields, checking traffic in and out of a private ranch. And we've been here 3 months. This is our third gate, and it's time to go because August is mudda. It's so hot. Yeah, we're ready to not be working this job. If you gate guard in the cooler months, it's not as bad as what we're doing here now. And we're here now because this is when you can get a gate.
Okay,
Because
get down, Squeaky.
everybody wants to be where it's cooler, so they are done gate guarding for the the winter months and they like the.
What
winter
she's
and
saying is
spring.
we're the only dummies that come here in the summertime.
That's what I'm saying. Traveling down the banisters is camp hosting in Florida. They were thinking about doing this.
Yeah, the only advantage is you're in your RV, so you want to make sure you have good air conditioning and you have a good fan. We have two 15,000 air conditioners. And of course, this area is a lot larger. It has a slide out and everything. So we put the fan on the bed in the bedroom and blow the air out here, which seems to help, huh?
A lot.
Yeah, it helps a lot. So it's
It's just tricks we've learned.
and we got covers on our
windows. You
windows.
in when you're at your gate guard.
We have covers on all our windows on the outside, which help. You can see out, but you can't see in. That's another advantage. And just, you know, during the day, just try to keep it dark and cool in here. And then at night, you know, it's tolerable at night for the most part.
Hey, Kevin, that's a different Teresa. But I did talk to her yesterday. She's still working her gate, and she's loving being able to have an income.
Teresa
Steady.
Burr?
Teresa, yeah. With the classic. The potato, as she calls it.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's still trying to get her rig fixed up, and that's where most of her money's going to. She's going to stay as long as she can, she says.
See, that's one thing. We've sent a few people down here, and you know, I mean, there's better gates, there's worse gates, there's all these different things. But you know, you make a good chunk of money doing this.
Traveling down the banisters will be on their contract till 2020 March. Bummer.
In the campground?
Yeah, they're camp hosting now.
Yeah, well, you can always break that.
But they love our channel. Thank you.
Yeah, we had one. They tried to get us to sign 2 years to be
that was bad.
at Blue Water Keys in Key West.
Makio says that she's hoping she can get you to help her with new shocks.
Yes, I put the shocks on this. In fact, I bought an electric impact, man, that buzzes them right off. Well, you got to come to Quartzsite though for me to do it.
Morty, you're new here too, I think. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, you do, folks. Please subscribe, and if you like what you see, hit the like button.
I think that's why they're here, is because they did subscribe. And we appreciate you.
Hit the bell, and that way when we do like this kind of stuff, you get notification.
David Harrison, I live in Wilmington, North Carolina. It's 8:30 here and 83 degrees.
In North Carolina?
Yeah, which is where we're going.
Our son got one of those, I guess,
Charlotte.
famous rainstorms the other day.
Yes, it's
They were
so
all freaking
weird.
out.
He's got 3 little kids, and they've never seen a storm like that. My 9-year-old grandson said, "Daddy, is that a hurricane?" It was kind of funny because they're desert kids. They were born and raised in the desert in California. So they've been there almost a month. Almost a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like oh, I think it has been a month. Anyway, a little over a month. It's all new to them, and they're fascinated.
Katie is definitely feeling better.
Yes. Kevin,
You want to come up here
right.
so people can
She's
see
going to need
you?
a lot of money to fix up her potato.
Come here. There's Cage.
Makio, I really hope you get to come.
He definitely looks better.
He's so much better than he was. He was like a limp washer.
This morning he looked like he was seasick,
Yeah.
man.
Really bad.
And like
Yay!
I say,
Hi, Teresa.
Teresa Burr.
Yeah.
She's out here. Our other doggy,
Cool.
he was born August 4th. Our last doggy.
That we lost 3 years ago.
We had to have him put down when he was 10 years old. He was just so messed up. But anyway, we got this little rat, huh?
He's getting gooder and gooder. His birthday was Friday? I forget now. The 28th.
One thing about this guy is he's very lovable, huh?
He's very lovable.
Very lovable. And he's talking.
He's fighting a lot less.
Yeah, he
so
was.
We're happy.
He was biting me. What he hates is that at night I put a blanket on my lap and I listened to George Norrie, Coast to Coast. And we just kind of listen to him. We both knock out. We're sound asleep, and then the chime goes off for the guard, and then he knows to jump up.
Yeah. So if any of you guys know Pavlov's theory, Pavlov's dog, if you don't, you should look it up. Pavlov. It's Cage all the way.
Is it?
As soon as he hears that tone, even if he's sitting on my lap, he'll get off my lap.
Yeah, he knows to get off, and then I throw the thing, I go outside. We try to be really quick with these guys. I know they don't appreciate it, but we do try to be quick.
We want to get back in where it's cooler. That's why I'm quick.
And the worst part, they want us to keep this gate closed, and there's 2 gates here, and one is for the ranchers, and it's open. So I don't know why this gate needs to be closed. If we didn't have
It's
to
open because it's broken.
if we didn't have to keep this gate closed, it'd be a piece of cake. A lot of the gates we've been on, you don't have to open and close a gate. You just leave it open. And
There's
then
another gate 3 miles in on this ranch.
comes another guy.
Another gate guard couple, and they have 2 gates that come together, so they're having to close the gates like this. We only have one gigantic gate. Believe it or not, it tweaked my back. It really did, just the repetitiveness of it. I know I sound like a wow, but it's true. I'm not 35 anymore, so stuff like that, it wears on your joints and your muscles. And anyway, I'll quit now. I have 6.5 more days because we're leaving next Sunday at noon. Normally I work from 6 to 6, but I'm only working till noon. So all I gotta do is get through 6.5 more days. I can do it. I can do it. Let's see, let me catch up on. Yes, exactly, Molly.
And always lock your door anytime
if
you
you're gonna
come
gate guard,
in.
yes.
Always lock
your
day
door.
or night. You always lock your door.
Because the illegals are thick and they'll just come in. We don't want that. So, anyway, let's see. Traveling down the banisters, I have not heard of the AT&T unlimited plan, but we've got one that we're pretty happy with through Verizon. I don't know if they're still doing it, but it's a MiFi, and we pay $70, and it's unlimited, and they don't ratchet it back at all. We've really, let's see, we got it in December, and yes, we do like it. So I can't help you with the AT&T plan. I don't know what about that, but if you find out, let us know. We'd love to hear. And the other thing is AT&T. Not sure, but I always like to, to know the perks of the other plans. AT&T doesn't have the coverage that Verizon does, so we encountered that.
Give me space.
Traveling. Ow!
What? What's wrong?
I hit the button and put the chair back. There's, that button.
So what are we talking about?
Traveling down the banister, asked about AT&T unlimited plan for RVers. Had we heard of it?
Yeah, the downfall to AT&T is you have to have Verizon too, because AT&T works in about half the places. Verizon works in everywhere except for certain parts of Texas, pretty much. So I would suggest Verizon. I mean, it's not that we love Verizon, it's just there's not a...
The coverage is
the best. And we got in on that unlimited plan that they just threw down again. I guess they pulled it, I heard.
Figures.
I'm not sure whether it's still going. You'd have to call and ask. But,
David Harrison says, last September during the hurricane there in North Carolina, he traveled to Hot Springs, Arkansas for 3 weeks and left it there. It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
He lives in Hot Springs?
No, he traveled there.
Yeah, Hot Springs is a cool place. That's the original Vegas. That's where all the gangsters used to. They had all the gambling and the alcohol and all that stuff going on there in Hot Springs, and the police kind of ran them out, so they went to Vegas. That's why Vegas is Vegas now.
Charlie, in California, we're not doing sugar beets. I don't know if you tuned in for that or not, but we're not doing sugar beets in Minnesota this year. We got another offer, and we're going to do that job, but we have to go to training in California for it for a few days, just for a few days. The job's
it's not in California. We're not going to be actually working in California. We just got to go there for the training.
And everybody wants to know what the job is, and we're going to make a video about that. A few more things have to get nailed down.
Yeah, we signed all our contracts. We signed all that stuff. And we pretty much have the job, but I don't want to say too much. I kind of just, because it's, how do I say this? It sounds like it's too good to be true, but I know it's true because a good buddy of mine, he's the one who kind of got us the job, and he's not the BSing kind. So I mean, we've been good friends for, I don't know, about 7 years or so, 7 or 8 years. First time we did baseball, we met him.
Yeah, well, that was longer ago than that.
Yeah, maybe 9 years ago. So anyway, he's been wanting us to do this for a long time.
Must be a TV series.
No. Anyway,
this is TV enough.
yeah, this is, you know, to tell you the truth, and let's just be honest with it, this is really a tough thing to do, because you know, you get to a point where you know, like you guys, especially you guys that do these live streams with us, we kind of feel like family to you guys. We feel like you're, you know, our friends and pals and stuff, and but this really is not a profitable thing, and sometimes it's a lot of work. I mean, I don't do the editing, Darla does, and I mean, sometimes you'll spend 2 days editing one of these videos and trying to get it online, and then dealing with all the stuff.
Verizon and AT&T, we've
Yeah.
had our issues with Verizon, but overall, I do like them better.
It's been great here because we're on I-35. We got a tower on either side of us.
Like Teresa says, I mean, she's gate guarding too, and where she is, she says Verizon is king.
Yeah.
Her location right now, which is in Texas.
Is she in the south here or in the west?
I think she's by New Mexico.
Oh wow,
That's
so
where
she's
they
in
sent
West
her.
Texas. Yeah, so anyway, it's
Yeah, by the near the New Mexico border, she says.
these guys, you know, Eric and these guys that have 150,000 subscribers. I mean, they make enough money that the only thing they have to do is edit. I mean, that's their life, is just make a video and edit it. That's what they do.
Hey, Leisure 057
We don't have
blank. Hi.
that situation. Who?
Leisure 057 blank.
Oh, okay. Hi. Oh yeah. Well, we're up to 23. Anyway, yeah, we don't rely on this as even anything, because we've only gotten one payday out of this, and it was like $100, and that took like 7 or 8 months to get that. So it's not really a profitable thing, especially we've probably got about $2,000 in equipment to be able to do these things. I've just been using my phone lately. I haven't been using I have a real nice Canon and a tripod and all this stuff, and OBS controls and all that, but I just use my phone. It's just easier. I just set it on a little tripod, set it on my computer, and away we go. So
Teresa's north of Pecos.
oh, okay.
Anybody want to know about that to-go that Traveling Down the Banisters was talking about? They're doing a video. If you can read the comments there, maybe go over to their channel and see their video. Maybe subscribe.
Yeah, and for you got people that are new, we have Economic Refugees RV group on Facebook.
Yes.
And
We post a lot of stuff there.
there's
So does
Kevin
Kevin
and John Combs. There's a bunch of people that post, and you're free to post stuff on there. I mean, as long as
you got a rig for sale, or you looking for one, or just go ahead and put it out there.
just no
'Cause it's
nasty
getting-
stuff, or try to stay. We all try to stay away from the politics.
Right.
There's enough politics in life as it is. So anyway,
But
just
we're a community, and we're getting bigger all the time, especially on the Facebook page. So
it
you
is.
guys can talk to each other and comment and ask questions, because everybody's very helpful.
And as we get closer to Quartzsite, we'll be giving you all the
Right.
information
It'll
about
be on that page.
So it's
We
like,
also have an Instagram.
yeah,
I post lots of. I put a really pretty sunset or sunrise.
yeah,
this
she
morning.
does that. I don't really.
Yeah.
I go on there and just kind of scan through it. A bunch of my old motorcycle buddies are on there, and I go on there and look at their new tattoos. So, and their wives. Anyway,
Traveling Down the Banisters. Type in there the correct name of your YouTube channel so people can find you if they're interested, please. I know I'm interested. I watch, you know, a lot of you guys out there that tune into our lives and watch our videos, you have YouTube channels, and I watch them as regularly as I can. I've had a lot of time on my hands here doing gate guarding, but that might change as I get with family. But I do enjoy everybody's take on you know, what they're doing. I commend you for being out there and making videos.
This thing, the messages aren't rolling over. It's just the same 2 every time.
What cannon traveling down the banisters wants to know?
I have the, I think it's the R800, something like that.
I think so.
It's a nice camera. Works really good. I only use it for live streams usually, but
Kevin says he's the laugh track on the Facebook page.
he's the laugh track.
Laugh track.
No, he's the nut.
Hey, Quiz.
He's our troll.
We love you guys and miss you.
Yeah.
We used to go camping with Christy Steinbring and her family when our kids were little, theirs and ours. We had the best time.
Yeah.
Really, really fun times. Miss it.
We used to sing songs on the CB on the way back. Yep.
How am I supposed to watch yours, Rhonda? She says you don't watch mine.
She doesn't put nothing on.
Right? I even hit the bell.
What is wrong with you? Want to come up here? Come on. Come here.
Hi, Candy. Candy's sitting next to Chris. We love you, Candy.
See our new puppy, Candy?
I know you guys have seen him.
Candy remembers our Butchie boy. We used to have Butchie boy. He was the ball player with the kids.
Yes, he was.
This guy's a ball player all the time. This guy, that's all he wants to do is play ball.
Hey, welcome, Steve. Moran, I think it is, Moran. Your channel and advice has been helpful to me and my wife in making a decision to go full-time. We'll be starting in September. 91 degrees in Portland. That's really hot for Portland. I'm glad you made the decision. I'm glad we could help.
We actually went through a hurricane in Oregon one time.
We did. Seaside.
And I told that we went to Seaside. Well, that's not where.
Started out in.
We were eating breakfast in the Seaside Cafe,
Right.
and the owner came over and said, "Which way are you headed?" I said, "We're heading south."
Bend in Oregon. That's where we.
That's where we went through it.
Yeah.
And he says, "Well, there's a hurricane coming." I said, "No, they don't have hurricanes in Oregon." And he goes, "Well, when it's 75-mile-an-hour winds and it's raining real hard in Florida, they call that a hurricane. Up here, when it's 125-mile-an-hour winds and it's raining real hard, they call that a rainstorm with high winds, but locals call it a hurricane."
And we were on a motorcycle.
And we were on a motorcycle, and it was. We woke up in the morning. It was 4 inches of water around our air mattress inside our tent. We had to put our rain gear on and tear everything down and get all the water out of it and drive south to. We got into the redwoods.
We were twice the weight because everything was full of water.
Yeah, we had to make a big fire and try to dry everything out so we could make up our camp.
And then we woke up and it was drizzling.
Yeah.
Because it hadn't rained all night long. It stopped and we're like, yay.
Just kept heading south,
The
haul
edge
of
of that
butt.
storm caught up with us. So we
got caught in
put everything
a
back
few
together
heavy
and left.
rainstorms doing that trip. I always liked hitting the highway. We go across to Port Angeles in Washington and then go 101 all the way down 101 till we got to Leggett, and then we went out to Highway 1 and went all the way down till we had to come back in to go over the Golden Gate and then right back out on the Highway 1.
We also used to ride Harleys with Chris and Randy Stein.
Yeah.
Too.
Yep.
Those were fun trips too.
Yep.
Shirley, hi Shirley. We've got another week. We'll be out of here a week from today. Can't happen soon enough.
Yeah, we've been down here 3 months. That's long enough. We got friends that have been here 8 years.
Yeah. Hi, Rhonda Davis. Yay. Yes. I think I'm keeping up with the questions and comments. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, let me know.
Yeah, and if you guys like us, hit the like button. If you hate us, hit the I don't like you. Because we got to get off of here in a minute, so.
At least
I don't like to make them too long because then no one wants to watch them. Although I get all the time, people go, "Oh yeah, I missed you guys for a while, so I sat down and watched the whole thing." I'm thinking, man, They must really be bored. They just want to see the dog play ball.
Yeah.
Boy, our carpet sure looks good now. After Puke Face wiped it out.
Thank you, traveling down the banisters. They say we're doing great. Shirley,
Shirley Brown.
Yeah, we're leaving here and we're going up to visit Leah in Arkansas. She lives there now. And Steve and his family just moved to North Carolina like 5 weeks ago. So we're gonna go see their new house, and half of our grandbabies are his kids. So we'll get to see 4 of our 6 grandkids. Cindy lives in Montana. Yeah. They're all over the place.
But my 2 girls are going to my son's house like in
Next
a week.
Next week,
And
Thursday.
Grandma's going, right? No?
She's going to Leah's.
Okay. So they're going there to visit my son,
They're
and
flying.
then, but we won't be able to get there because it's just, timing's not right this time, so. But we'll eventually end up in Montana, I'm sure. If I get this, if this thing is running right. Everybody, I don't know if you're praying people, but pray for my motorhome that I got it fixed, please. I need divine intervention because I keep getting, oh, try this, try that, try this, and it's just, you know, it's like a Harley Davidson. It's like 100 here, 100 there, 100 here, 100 there, 200 here. It's actually more expensive, but I'm telling you, I got a little part like this. It was $100. It was crazy.
Yes, Chris, they will all be together, and that will make my mama heart super happy, even though I can't be there.
Yeah.
You know how that is.
Well, hey guys, we're gonna call it a night. I may try to do something later on tonight or tomorrow or something,
Thanks,
and we'll be a little more accessible here after this next week. Once we get off of this and we're traveling, depending on how things go, we should be more available for videos and stuff like that. So really appreciate you guys.
We do.
Love having you watch. Come watch us. And
Thanks for the prayers.
yeah, thank you for the prayers.
And thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning
guys
in.
I have
Remember,
no idea how much we do appreciate you guys.
yeah, and subscribe, like, hit the bell, and leave comments. We love comments. Of course, you're leaving comments on
One
here.
other thing, Rhonda, I think it was Rhonda, said, oh, Rhonda did say I don't see the thumbs up buttons. I think once you click off of chat, I don't know what you're on. If you're on your phone, click off of chat and you should be able to see the buttons. Anyway, we appreciate you guys.
Yep, have a great day.
Thanks for tuning in.
Talk
Bye.
to you soon. Now watch this. Tink.